So two guys got disqualified from the qualifying session, not qualifying, formation lap. It is Rafa and Dartbolt. Don't know what happened there, they ran into each other. And Rafa's in AI mode. So he must be sending a message to show his frustration. While he's in first place, his teammate is still in the pits. And it's an odd looking position. Oh god, what's happened here? Oh god. Well, I don't know what's happened, but there's two guys sharing third place. Lights out and away we go. It's a good start from Rafa. As Scuba now, I don't know what happened there. He was in third place. He was in the wrong position, but Scuba will go down the inside as Rafa takes the outside line into turn 2, and the Ginger gets ahead. He's on the hard tyres, the Ginger. Tom has had a bad start compared to the Ginger, who's on the hardest tyre, and the Ginger has been hit behind, and he's going to rejoin the track now unsafely, but Terror Racer has overtaken him and ran the outside. Michaelis is in 9th, Flip-Flops 10th, Cos the good in 11th, as Rafa now leads this race ahead of Scuba, Tom, who's on the soft compound tyres. So looks like these guys are going to take it for a long stint, except Tom. Dartbolt's in 4th, Lex Legenda is in 5th. I think Dartbolt's just overtaken him, so he's in 4th, he's in 5th. And Sparks has had a bad start, he's down in 6th place. As they all have slipstream on each other, but who's going to make the first move? It's the heavy braking zone. Nobody. But we have the Renault at the back now. He thinks better of it, but not make the move. It would have been a stupid move if he did that, but thankfully there's nothing too major that's gone on turn 1 except the Ginger getting a tailball. I think he got hit at the back from Tom, or did he get pushed through the corner? Because he's on hard compound, so expected that really. Oh, Scuba takes a nice wide line coming into the penultimate corner as they seem to go off the track, abusing the limits. So Rafa leads ahead of Scuba, but look at Tom, he's all over the back of Scuba in his slipstream now as Rafa sets the fastest lap. Will he go down the inside? Will he go down the inside? Yes, he will go down the inside, but will it make it stick? They come side by side now into turn 2, but which one of them will bail out? Turn 2, here we go, side by side. Oh my god, this is so close as Tom forces Scuba to give him the position there. But look at that, Scuba has overtaken, well, Dartbolt was side by side with him as well. So he was under pressure by 2 cars, and Legenda is behind him as well. Legenda's getting close up to him as Dartbolt goes out wide. There's no DRS yet, it's not yet. Oh, look at Sparks, he's interested in this battle as well. He goes down the inside of Legenda. And Legenda goes out wide there. Looks like Terror Racer might be interested as well. The 2 soft runners, as they got a bit of a gap to the Ginger there, who was on the hard compound tyres, which could have been a bad idea, considering it'll be heavy fuel and hard tyres. And look at that, Sparks in the slipstream of Dartbolt. They go side by side. But which one? Oh, Dartbolt cuts the corner there as Terror Racer pushes Legenda off the track. Oh, Terror Racer looks like he's going to hit the back of Sparks, but thankfully he didn't. Could have ruined. Oh no, Terror Racer's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. The Spartano's there. They go side by side, wheel to wheel. But Terror Racer looks like he was just a bit too aggressive. As Terror Racer should have better grip, considering it's on this brand new set of softs. Bit out in front. Tom's all over the back of Rafa thanks to those brand new set of softs. The soft tyres doing its work as Tom's actually set the fastest lap of the race. And guess what? DRS is enabled now, but not on this straight, because it was before the detection point. Will Legende make a move? No, he won't. Sparks down in 4th, 5th place behind Dartbolt. But Tom is looking at all over the back of the Haas's rear wing. Rafa, despite getting disqualified in the formation lap, he still had a good start. He's got 20% more ERS than Tom in 2nd place. Tom will have DRS. He's 7/10 in his range, so he'll be the first to use it. Whether he'll be close enough or not, nah, he's not. I don't think he's close enough. I don't know. He's not close enough. He couldn't go for a dive bomb that range. Next is Legende. No. So no one made a move yet despite having DRS. The straight's not long enough. And Tom's all over the back of Rafa. He's going to have better grip compared to Rafa in these corners, thanks to the better sticky tyre of the soft. Rafa will be under pressure, but when it comes to lap 7 or 8, that's when the soft tyres will drop off, and that's when the pressure will be released from Rafa. Rafa's going for that long stint on those medium compound tyres. Dartball getting a bit of a difficult exit through that last corner. Tom's all over the back of him. I'm sure he'd love the straight to be long enough to overtake, but unfortunately for his case, it's not. Unfortunately for Rafa's case, he loves the straight to be shorter to prevent an overtake happening, as Dartball gets a clear penalty for cutting the corners. He's behind in that turbulent air, struggling, but he's all over the back of Scuba, and he was nowhere in qualifying, remember? He absolutely struggled in the wet. We saw him make a spin at the fast right-hander. He's in the Mercedes sandwich so far, but is Tom close enough to make a move on Rafa? I think he could be close enough. Nah, I don't think he's close enough. Nah, he's not close enough, but look at Dartbolt. He's also got those soft tyres pursuing the medium tyre runner. We'll go around the outside. We've seen Rosberg and Hamilton fight there 4 years ago. And he doesn't seem to have it in him to try and make an overtake. Mickey Litzy and flip-flop down in 10th position. But look at Rafa, he's still under pressure from Tom. Rafa still has more ERS than Tom down in 2nd place. Will he go for an overtake? No, he won't. Look at Scuba using all of the track. I compromised his braking into turn 1. Tom has to get this overtake done, and early. Preferably he would have done it like he overtook Scuba easily. He needs to overtake Rafa easily if he wants to get up into first, because his soft tyres will be dying out soon enough. So he needs to get ahead of him and start saving those soft compound tyres. Yet again, he's far back. He needs to get close, but Rafa goes slightly wide through the corner there. The gap of 7/10 between them. Must be absolutely frustrating to sit behind him. Like I said, he's got to get those overtakes done. We're on the 5th lap now. His soft tyres will be start to die quick enough. And Sparks has got past Dartbolt. Now he's on the back of his team. Now I heard in the party there was no team orders. Wolf Scuba, they're not in the party with each other because I'm in the party right now with them on mute. So I don't think Scuba will let Sparks through. There's no team orders, I believe. Hopefully not. Hopefully they can let them race, because that's what racing is about. We do have team orders in F1 because they want to get the maximum points as possible. Of course we don't want to see team orders, but that's F1, I'm afraid. He's got DRS. Will Scuba make it easy or hard for him? Scuba doesn't have to defend, he's too far back. Looks like Terra Race has started to struggle on them soft tyres. He's got Legende and the Ginger behind him. Tom's still over the back. We've got blue flags for some reason popping up there. And Flip-Flop's got a penalty for multiple warnings, I presume that's cutting the corners too much. Already on lap 6 of this race. Tom needs to find a way to get past him. What strategy will he use against him? He may be on the better tyres, but not anymore at this point of the race. Lap 6. As Sparks has DRS on the back of Scuba. Yeah, that's a nice slipstream. And he will overtake him with ease. Will he fight back Scuba? No, he won't. Tom still can't get overtake done, unfortunately for him, but we've got a battle going on for 7th place, 6th place here. Legende versus Terror Racer. Terror Racer around the Ginger out around the outside. You see inside line now with Legende, can't do the switchback, he gets pushed off the track, and that's it for Legende. I'm afraid should have gone for the switchback there. It's massive understeer for Legende there. The tyres start to overheat and wear out, but look at the front of the field. It's like he's quite close, to be honest, but he's saving the OS. Did you see him pop it down to 0? Yeah, he's saving the OS. I think he should have gone for, he should have put it on 4 throughout the whole straight. Now he's saving it. He's gone down to 1. Rafa saving more EOS than Tom. Dart bolts drifted away from Scuba and Sparks. But if Tom doesn't get this overtake done, he's gonna have to start thinking of something else, like pitting early. Well, if he's gonna pit early, he's gonna have to go on the hard tyres. He gets his braking slightly wrong, and his gap has gone up to 8 tenths, so he lost 3 tenths due to his braking. And he still can't do it. He's gonna have to find, if he can't do it on this straight, he's gonna have to find another way to pass him. And the Ginger versus, that was that team orders. That looked like an easy move from the Ginger there, or is it because Ginger's on those better tyres? The stuffs are starting to die out just a little bit. So if he knows he can't overtake on that straight, he's gonna have to try something different. As Rafa takes that wide line, wider than Tom. They've got a battle going on for 10th, and he spun it. Yeah, he spun it, so he's in the grass there. His EOS is up into 3. He's put it up to 5. Can he get close enough now to make an overtake? No, he cannot. He's still behind him. I've got a first person that's in the pits. It's Dartbolt on lap 8. What tyres will he go on to? It's the medium compound, so he's had enough of those soft compound tyres. So that means that must indicate that the soft tyres are starting to wear out now. But Tom's all over the back of Rafa. Is Rafa trying to save tyres? Or is Tom good at saving tyres? Is he better handling than tyres than other people? Leclerc's 6 laps down. And Colours to God has gone to the pits with a brand new set of tyres. He's 9 tenths behind. He's not going to do it. He's got DRS, but his straight line speed is not good enough to make an overtake. The gap's dropping just a bit from him and Sparks. Sparks will catch up to him, and Sparks gets a penalty. Did he cut that corner there? The gap is 5 tenths between the top 2. Terror Racer's not just behind his teammate, as Mikulitsi is ahead of Legende. Will Tom try and undercut him on lap 9 now onto this Grand Prix? He can legit undercut him. If he pits now, he will come out. Legende's overtook Mikulitsi. Mikulitzi's in the Legende's in the pits, so he's another one of the soft runners to come into the pits. And Dartbolt's in 10th place. He will take the position from Legende. And Tom's got a penalty for multiple warnings now, so that must, I think Tom should come into the pits to try and undercut him. Look at this, the gap's gone up to 1.2, so he should come into the pits at the end of this lap to get those better medium tyres on and undercut him. It's time for him to pit. You can see just a bit of graining. As look at Sparks, he's got the gap's gone down, so he must pit now. He can't stay out on those soft compound tyres. They've reached, this is the pit window, and Legende's got a penalty. He's got to be careful though, is Tom, because Dartboult's pitted. He can overcut him, or if that's the word, I think it's undercut still, because I don't know. Look at his tyre compared to Sparks. So the gap's drifting away now from him and Rafa. It's gone up to 1.3, down to 1.2, but I think that's to go up through this right-hander. Yesterday it's gone up, so he's going to pick this lap. Surely he's going to pick this lap. It's a no-brainer really to pick this lap. And he stays out. He's going to go out for another lap on those old soft compound tyres. Interestingly. So I don't know why he's done that. He should have boxed. Because I would have gone for the undercut really. And now you've done that, it's allowed Sparks to get up into his DRS range. And now when Sparks is going to overtake Tom, he's going to unsettle him. He could fall into the clutches of Dartbolt here if he doesn't be careful, Tom. Let's see how far away he is, the leader. 23 seconds, he's 23 seconds away. He's pitted, remember? And the gap's 1.9, so he's 21 point, I don't know. He's 21 seconds away from Tom, and Tom's under pressure now. His tyres are dying out. 2.2 seconds from him and Rafa. He should definitely box this lap. Try go for the undercut on him. Colours to God is set the fastest lap on his soft compound tyres. Don't fight it, don't fight it, he can't fight it. He lets him through on the straight. I don't think he let him through, I just think Sparks is... One lap 10 now. I think these soft runners, some of the soft runners have gone into the pits. Terror Racer hasn't gone into the pits, but the guys who were on softs has boxed. There's only 2 soft runners out there. Discounting Colours to God, I mean for the initial stint, the first stint. Surely he's going to box this lap. Yes, he does box this lap. You think he should have boxed the lap before. Now he's into the pits. But will Dartbolt just manage to overtake him? I think he might, you know, Dartbolt might overtake him. You pitted a few laps before, Tom. No, he won't. So here is Tom then. Set of the medium compound. No, he goes onto the hards. That's not really a good idea, to be honest with you. So he goes onto the hards. They'll definitely make it to the end of the race, but I reckon they might be a bit too slow. So it's interesting how he's gone on those set of tyres. The strategy is softs to mediums. But this with Dartbolt being on the better tyre, will he manage to get up to the back of Tom and try and make an overtake? What will these drivers do then? Knowing that Rafa, it could be under threat from Tom down in 8th place. Obviously he's going to stay out, but the gap between him and Sparks is 1.9. And his teammate Scuba's in 3rd place. The Ginger's in 4th place, going for that long stint on those hard compound tyres. Terror Racer, he should come into the pits. And he does come into the pits, so he's took those tyres. 12 laps, no! Oh, he hits the wall. Did he get any front wing damage? We'll find out. Well, lucky for him, he came to the pits way too fast there. Dartbolt's get a penalty, and he changes his front wing, so he must have hit the pits, hit the wall on the way into the pits. I can't get my words out. So let's see if Sparks is gaining on Rafa. The gap's down to 1.7 now. Let's see what the gap is from the leader. 21 seconds. The gap's from the leader. Rafa will have fresher tyres, much fresher tyres toward the end of the race. He will go on the soft compound tyres, I presume. Yeah, so I think Tom can definitely undercut him. Now this race has settled out a bit, but Dartbolt is 1.5 seconds behind Tom. He's been on those tyres before. That Dartbolt. It's Tom's first time on the mediums. Those mediums would definitely go to the end, but I thought it was a bit of a risk because the pace difference between the softs and hards, mediums and hards. Look how much EOS Rafa has saved compared to Sparks. Quite a tricky saving EOS, considering it goes down quickly. It drains down much of the energy into this 2019 game. I don't know if it does it in real life, but it definitely does it in the game. This could help me strategically how to save EOS as well. As the race settles down now, some drivers, the top 6 have not pitted yet. But with with Flip-Flop not pitting, Tom could literally catch the back of Flip-Flop and try and overtake him. That'll cost him time towards his fight between Rafa. That's the only problem. There's a further 2 seconds between him and Flip-Flop, him and Mikkelitsi, and a further 6 seconds. So if he can get rid of those two quickly, he won't lose much time to Rafa in the Haas. Sparks is catching him. It's 1.4 seconds now between him and Rafa. The gap to interval is 1.8 between him and Flip-Flop, so he's catching him, and it's a further 1.7 behind. The gap's gone down to 20.6 seconds now. But bearing in mind, Rafa will have fresher tyres. He'll probably go into the soft compound tyres. That's the problem though. Him being on him going to the soft tyres against Tom's hard tyres is obvious that Rafa will overtake him. That's the problem. He should have gone to the mediums. That's what I'm saying from Tom. Whether he didn't feel like the mediums will go to the end, I don't know. And the gap between him is 1.1 between him and Sparks. We'll go back to Tom now. He's in DRS range between him and Flip-Flop in 6th place. Like I said, he will get held up behind Flip-Flop depending how good his straight line speed is and depending how brave he is to overtake him. The gap's 1.1 between him and Sparks, so whether Sparks and if Rafa and Sparks fight, that'd be good for Tom, because that means they'll waste time between each other. But the thing is though, if they don't fight, and if Flip-Flop and Tom fight, he's going to waste time and lose a lot of time due to this unnecessary battle he's having with a slower car. He was on older tyres. So Tom has got to overtake him as quick as possible. The thing is though, if he cannot overtake Flip-Flop, because I know he's a tough guy to overtake, that means Dartbolt will put enough problems on him as well. Looks rather close, doesn't he? So he looks like it could be an easy overtake on the straight, because he is on 15 lap old tyres. Oh, Flip-Flop loses it. He cuts the corner as well. The rear end slides as he's putting pressure on behind Tom on Flip-Flop fish. Surely he's got to overtake him on the straight. Then he's got Mikkelitsi to deal with. Then he's got a bit of a nice gap between him and Ginger. So Flip-Flop first. He'll get a nice DRS. Surely he's got to overtake him. He couldn't do it to Rafa, but he can do it to Flip-Flop fish, in which he does. Can he get the braking right? Will Flip-Flop fish fight back? And Tom has the position. Nice move from the. Look at that now. Sparks is in DRS range. This could be interesting. This is what Tom wants. He wants those two to fight as much as possible. We've got loads of different change of strategies here thanks to the rain. That spiced up the race a bit with different strategies going on. Seven tenths between him and Rafa Sparks. 12 laps to go. Is Rafa thinking about Tom in his mind? Is he thinking about him? Gap's 8 tenths now as he has DRS. It puts his EOS down to 0. Connors the God has retired. Is that him? Who's just coming to the pits? No. Connors the God has retired. And look at Dark Bolt, he's on the back of Flip-Flop Fish as well. As he defends the inside line. I bet Dark Bolt tricks him. It goes down the inside of Flip-Flop Fish. That's a nice move from Dark Bolt. That's a very nice move indeed. But will Flip-Flop fight back? No, he won't. Dark Bolt goes out wide. And he will go down the inside. But Dark Bolt will do the switch back. A beautiful move from him. Oh, they actually touch. They touch car to car there. His wheel onto the car. But it's not bad enough to give him damage. Oh, yellow flags to sector 3. Rafa's pitted, by the way. He's onto the sauce, like I said. And Tom, looks like I was mistaken there. So I thought the pit stop will be like, that's bad news for Tom. I think he should have pushed as hard as he can. But look at that. Rafa's easily going to get away now. Sparks must respond. That's going to make Tom a bit angry knowing that he failed to undo it. And he's on the better tyres, Rafa. So I thought the gap would be like, I don't know, how much time do you lose in the USA pit lane? About 18-19 seconds you lose? Because I thought it was over 22 seconds. So Sparks is still out there on those old medium compound tyres. But will he come out ahead of Tom? Is that the question? Will he slot in between Rafa and Tom? We'll see how long he'll stay out there. Will he box his lap? Yes, he will box. It locks up coming to the pits as well. The Sparks. Here we want the soft compound tyres. Connor the God's left the session. Colours the God. I don't know why I keep saying Connor. Will he be close? There's Tom. There is Tom. Has he got ahead of him? No, he hasn't. So he's lost out 2 positions there, has Tom. So he's lost out 2 positions there. Unlucky for Tom. Because he was literally in the first stint. He should have gone to the medium compounds. It was right here. He should have gone to the mediums. He's lost a lot of progress on those hard compound tyres. I don't think the fight with Flip-Flop's got anything to do with it. Because it was really a straightforward fight between those two. But him being on the hard compound tyres lost a lot of progression. Lost a lot of progress coming on those hard tyres. He should have gone to the mediums. But the two with the better strategy is these two. Let's see whether Scooby will pit this lap. Scuba, sorry. He'll come up behind Tom, I think. Yes, he will come up behind Tom. But he will be on those softs, so he'll be fighting Tom at the end of the race as well. Will Scuba. The Ginger, I don't know. I think he'll be too far behind to fight with Tom. Will he come into the pits this lap? No. Yes, he does. So what about the Ginger then? He should box his lap to go on the softs. No, he stays out. So he wants to minimise the soft compound tyres. His pace looks rather good at the moment. He's got Rafa behind him. Scuba's in the pits. He'll definitely come out behind Tom. He will. So can Scuba catch up to the back of Tom, who's on those hard compound tyres? Flipsworth's got another penalty. Ginger currently in first place. The longer the Ginger stays out, the less chance he'll fight with the top 5. They're enjoying those soft compound tyres, doing the reverse strategy. As Rafa doesn't have DRS, but is in DRS range. But can Sparks fight Rafa? The racing point, Tom behind him. And Scuba with those fresh set of soft compound tyres. So the gap's 13.1. No, it's not. That's the leader. Sorry, I knew that was a bit wrong. The gap's 4 seconds. Can he catch up to Dartbolt and Tom? The Ginger goes into the pit, so that it makes it easier for Rafa. Sparks sets the fastest lap, interestingly. So where will the Ginger come out then? Can one next to the Legende be ahead of him? Yes, he will. So he'll come out in 7th place on a brand new set of softs, which they rather enjoy. Now Scuba's on a mission to try and catch up to these two. Can he get a podium? A double Mercedes podium. It looks like Dartbolt's started to catch up now to Tom. Tom lost his chances. Oh, Dartbolt! Too early in the power there. The rear wheel spun up and he would look like he was going to go to the wall, but thankfully saved it. He lost a bit of time there. But now he's got... Look at that, Scuba gained 1 point. I'm not going to bother. He gained 2 seconds on him. And it looks like the Legenda's got ahead of Legende now. Look at that. Tom will be under pressure from Dartbolt. Maybe not under pressure from Dartbolt, but from Scuba. Scuba's the one who's going to come after him for 3rd place. Scuba says the fastest lap indeed. Looks like Dartbolt just let him through. It looked like he wasn't bothered fighting him today, because Scuba didn't have any DRS. So that must mean he must let him through. But that's a wise thing to do, in fact. So Scuba must be happy then, because he... this... Didn't have to fight for 4th place. Got handed to him on a plate. Now he's after 3rd, which could be very easily indeed. The gap's 9/10 from him to Rafa, as Flipflop gets another penalty. He'll be disqualified soon if he carries on like this. Sparks is just behind Rafa now. The gap's 8/10. Can he do what Tom couldn't do in the early part of this race? Scuba now is homing in on Tom, putting pressure on that racing point. Is his straight line speed good enough to overtake Tom? Look at that, Spots is just behind now, but there's blue flags out there for some reason. As both Mercedes put pressure on the drivers ahead of them. One's fighting with the Haas and the other one's fighting with the Racing Point. One ball with Spots first as he's in second place, trying to fight for the lead of this race. He's closer to the Tom could ever get. Can he overtake Rafa? Go down the inside. They're going side by side now as Scuba's overtaken on the straight. They're side by side now. Rafa will do the cuff back on Sparks, and Sparks has got ahead of him. Good move from Sparks there, and I'm looking for Tom. He's got pushed out of the podium from Scuba. So it looks like Tom's podium chances are just drifted away unless the top three make a mistake. But he was on the wrong strategy. He should have gone on some medium compound tyres. Going on to the hard compound tyres are a bit too slow. As Terror Racer gets a penalty for multiple warnings, it's very easy to get a penalty around USA. And the Ginger now is on the back of Dartbolt. I said he was going to catch Tom, but it doesn't look like it now. The Ginger got a brand new set of softs against Dartbolt's old mediums as the Ginger goes out wide. Looks like he's quite quiet further down the field. Dartbolt goes out very wide there. Looks like it could be very easy for the Ginger. Dartbolt's not having a good race so far. Dartbolt's dropping down. He's just let two drivers pass. I don't think get your words out, Jamie. It's been a long afternoon. He's speaking too much. He'll have DRS onto the straight. But is he enough though to overtake the Ginger coming down? The closest speed's quite significant, but it's not enough. Will try make a move down the inside? No, he won't. Is the battle for first over yet? Not yet, because Rafa's in his DRS range. He misses the apex there. Oh! Puts the throttle on too early there. Rafa's got to be careful. Coming into this race, I thought Sparks would win it. He started in 4th place, did Sparks, and I thought he was going to win. No, not sorry. I thought Rafa was going to win because Sparks started in 4th place. Doesn't look like there's going to be any battles further back, unless Flip Flop and Terror Racer are going to have a last scrap, because Terror Racer has been on those tyres for 12 laps against Flip Flop's 7 laps, so 5 laps fresher. Can he make the most of it? He will have DRS coming onto the straight. He won't look like he's going to do it. Will he get it down the inside? No, he won't. So we'll have to wait, and Tom gets the penalty for corner cutting. As he has the Ginger now, he's got to be careful of him, but there's only 4 laps to go. Well, 3 laps to go. No, 4 laps. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 4 laps to go. Why did I even count that? I got it right the first time. So 4 laps to go. Can the Ginger try and catch up to Tom? Going on those hard compound tyres was the wrong idea. Because look where it's put him. It's drifted away from the top 3 now. And now he's going to be in the clutches of the Ginger. if he can catch up to him. So it was a wet qualifying for those who didn't know. Rafa was on pole, and it was a rather odd looking grid because two drivers were sharing the same spot. Got to lap 26 of this race now. Sparks looks like he's got this race under control. As the warning light comes on his MFD. Wanted to save fuel, so he could be careful of that. He's got to keep an eye on it. But Tom, he was fighting for first place earlier this race. His tyres were dropping off. He should have gone to the hot mediums straight away. But he just couldn't do it. He went onto the hards instead. He's lost 3 positions. He fell out of the top 3. Now he's under pressure from the Ginger if he can get close to him, like I said before. 3 laps to go. Dark Ball looks like he's in 6th place. Looks like he will finish there as well. Yet again, Sparks at the championship leader, sorry, will win this race unless he makes a mistake, which I doubt he will. Twitchiness on the car there, but nothing too major. No battles going on for these. Oh, there is Mick Ulizzi and Legende. Oh, look at that! Flip-flop will go down the inside of Toe Racer. And Toe Racer will try and go around the outside of Flip-flop. I told you these were going to have a battle and I forgot. Oh, Flip-flop covers the inside line, but Toe Racer takes it again. They go side by side through the right-hander. As Flip-flop cuts the corner, he's already got enough penalties as it is. They're both racing hard to try and get up there. And for some reason he put the brake pedal on the exit of the corner, if you saw it there. Can he go down the inside? The Ginger. Oh, that's a dive bomb. That's going to be a dive bomb, that's for sure. He wants to distract him. He wants to put him under much pressure as he constantly can. Oh, Dark Bolt spun it. And where's that? It's the fast phone section, and he had Mickey Litzy and Legende on his tail. I would wait for DRS on the straight. I wouldn't overtake it there, which he sensibly doesn't. Thinks about it. They will have DRS now. Should it be an easy overtake? He's very close to him. He should get this overtake done. You're going to go around the outside of him, but he chooses the inside line. We've got battles going on at 5th place. Dark Ball keeps dropping and dropping, and he cuts the corner completely to try and keep hold of his position. Oh, I think he actually touched. He's lost part of his front wing. That was a firm. Oh, the Jiddy goes right the outside, or try to anyway. But Dark Ball will cover that. I think Dark Ball's getting angry. Dark Ball's losing control of his car. He does decide not to pit. It's the last lap, so why should he? Dark Ball's not happy. He's messed up in qualifying. He's messed up in the race. Legend is trying to make amends on him. Let's see what Sports is coming around the last part of the track, the third sector, but we'll have a look at Dex's Legende and Darbo before he crosses the line. Where will he go? Will he go? We'll go around the outside. Can he do it? Can he do it? Oh, the Darbo! Getting too angry there. And looks like that flip-flop fish versus the Ferrari there. Touches first, and Sports wins the race of this Grand Prix. The side-by-side action coming through the last part of the race. Rafa finishes second place, and the Terry Racers loses it. And Scuba finishes third, Tom finishes fourth, the Ginger will finish fifth, McLeod will finish sixth. But Legende versus Dartbolt. Last chance now, Legende will try and go down the outside. No, he won't. McLeod will finish fifth. Dartbolt loses it completely, spins across the line, and that's it for him. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed that race.